What is up, everyone? I am very excited to do this video for you today because I've had a lot of you asking me questions about how I'm staying on track during the lockdown period. I understand that there is a pandemic all around the world right now, and I wanted to give you my top tips on how you can stay on track during this time. I hope that you enjoy this video, and as always, if you do, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and smile. Just because you're not able to head to the gym or you're not able to, go out and get the foods that you would usually get in your daily routine doesn't mean that you cannot stay on track. So in this video, I'm going to break it down to you into some very simple tips that you can apply to your everyday life during this period to help you stay on track. So the first thing I'm going to say is create a meal plan and stick to it. During times when you're at home, you've got all the food around you all day, it is likely that you're going to get feelings of emotions, you might get a feeling of boredom, and that's going to lead you to want to snack mindlessly throughout the day and just eat any food that is nearby in order to comfort you. But what I want to stress to you is that it's so important to have some kind of a meal plan that you can stick to throughout the day. So create this plan and set some meal times that you're going to eat each day in order to form some kind of a routine. So it might be that you wake up and have a workout, and then at 8 a.m. you're having breakfast, 12 p.m. you're having lunch, 3 p.m. you've got a snack, and 6 p.m. you're having dinner. Having this kind of structure around your eating will really help you eat fulfilling meals that are going to help you stay on track instead of mindlessly snacking. So for each of those meals, make sure that you've planned them to fit into your macros, and if you don't count calories and things, you can go by general portion rules. Make sure that you're getting a balance of proteins, fats, and carbs with each meal in order to help you feel fuller for longer. Let's talk about snacking. I understand that a lot of the Anjuli Fit Squad are sending me emails saying that they just feel like snacking all day long. There is nothing wrong with snacking, but in terms of fat loss, all those little snacks that you're having here and there, all the calories will add up and it can take you out of a caloric deficit. So I want you to snack smart. Instead of just reaching for a bag of popcorn or grabbing handfuls of nuts throughout the day, I want you to individually portion out your snacks. So if you have a bag of almonds, I want you to portion them out into little Tupperwares of an individual serving size. So that might be, 15 grams of almonds. I want you to really stick to the serving size that fits into your macros. So you should never find yourself grabbing a bag of chips or a bag of popcorn and just eating straight from the bag while you're watching Netflix or doing something else and just mindlessly eating, because I swear to you, those calories will add up. So I really want you to be mindful of the snacks and the calories that you're putting into your body during this time so that you can stay on track. Some of my favorite snacks right now are in my previous YouTube videos, but I just wanted to list a few for you. So I absolutely love tuna on brown rice cakes. This is a simple thing. You can store it in the cupboard, so it's a non-perishable kind of item. It's easy to get your hands on right now. Also, low-calorie jelly, sugar-free hot chocolate, natural popcorn, just like a sea salt one, fresh fruit, fresh veggies. Maybe you might like to cut up some carrot sticks and have it with some natural hummus. I do recommend going for the kind of whole foods based snacks. They're going to leave you feeling a little bit fuller for longer, as opposed to kind of chippies, chocolate, and high processed foods that leave you wanting more. Let's talk about accountability. Accountability is one of the biggest things I know that a lot of the Anjuli Fit Squad struggle with, which is why they come to me to join the squad, so that they have that external accountability. However, I understand not everyone is looking for a coach, so you need to hold yourself accountable. How can you do this? Keep a food diary. Either write down what you're planning to eat or write down what you are eating, or use an app like MyFitnessPal to track everything that you're eating so that you can see how many calories you're putting into your body. You could also tell a loved one what your goals are during this lockdown. You could start an Instagram page where you're sharing your healthy meals, and just make sure that you've got someone to check in with. So it might be your partner. Maybe the two of you want to start eating healthier during this lockdown period, or maybe you want to wake up in the mornings and go for a walk or do a workout, and just have some kind of external accountability so that you can track your progress. The way that I would recommend tracking progress might be taking glute and waist measurements, maybe chest measurements, thigh measurements, taking progress photos every 2 weeks, maybe every 3 or 4 weeks, same lighting, same clothing, first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. This is the best time to take your progress photos, and just make sure that you are being realistic about your goals during this time. It might not be that you're looking to, build a whole lot of muscle during this time with your 2 kilo dumbbells, but it might be that you just want to build up a daily habit of waking up at the same time each morning and getting in a workout with the dumbbells or going for a walk around the block, just creating those daily habits so that when we come out of lockdown, you then change that daily habit into going to the gym each morning and starting the day off with a workout. Following on from that, let's talk about physical activity during this time. For a lot of you, you may already have had a great routine of going to the gym each day and getting in a sweat sesh first thing in the morning or at the end of a long day at work. For some of you, it might be a time in which you're in lockdown and you've never actually really gotten into exercise, but now you've got some free time on your hands, you want to try it. And for those of you that just have never even thought about exercise, I'm not sure if you'll be on my channel or not, but you know what? Now is the perfect time to get some movement in. For a lot of you, you would have incidentally been getting in some movement, walking to the bus stop, walking to work, walking the stairs at work, and moving around. So you might have gotten about 5,000 steps a day, but now that you're home from work, you're finding that you're sitting at home, you're working all day, you're not leaving the house, you're not really moving, and that's going to take a toll on your mental and physical health. So we do recommend getting in some form of activity, whether it's a walk around the block, whether it's a jog on the spot, some skipping, some yoga, following a free YouTube video. There are so many free workouts available online, and if you do need any help, of course I have home-based programs. You can reach out to me, head along to AnjeliMac.com, sign up to join the squad there, and I can create you some personalized home-based workouts. But the main thing I want you to do is just focus on moving your body throughout the day. Our bodies are designed to move, and I know personally that I feel so much better when I get outside in the sunshine and get on a little walk around the block throughout the day. So I might do a walk in the morning and a walk in the afternoon just to break up my day. Another component to you achieving your results, or at least maintaining where you are now during lockdown, comes down to your eating. And I wanted to specifically speak about emotional eating. Although it's nice to be home and to be able to cook your own foods nice and fresh each day, it's also a time in which we are surrounded by food, and during a highly stressful time like this, it is likely that you're going to experience some feelings of boredom or emotional kind of urges to eat. And I really want to give you some tips on how to handle this emotional eating. So the first thing I want you to do is get a gauge of whether you're hungry or whether it's an emotional urge to eat. So on a scale of 1 to 10, think about how hungry you are. Stop, sit down, breathe, and realize, am I hungry? Am I thirsty? Am I just bored and want to eat something because it fills in that kind of time between now and my next meal? So by gauging whether you're truly hungry will help you decide whether you should eat or not. If you're hungry, great. Prepare a proper meal. Don't mindlessly snack. Sit down to eat that meal and be really mindful as you're chewing through your food and eating it. Don't just pull out, a bag of chippies and sit in front of the TV and watch some Netflix. Following on from that, if you are not hungry and it is just boredom or emotional eating, I want you to write down a list of other things that you can do. Can you go for a walk? Is there a hobby that you have? Maybe now is the time that you need to find a hobby to do instead of sitting around eating all day. So that might be that you want to play an instrument. It might be that you want to start yoga. It might even be listening to an audio book or a podcast or reading a book that you've wanted to read for a long time. So just really try and distract yourself from the emotional and boredom kind of eating, because I can guarantee to you that eating never solves the issue. If you're feeling emotional, try calling a loved one, call a friend, just talk to them about how you're feeling, and that is such a better use of time than mindlessly eating. 2 things that people seem to miss out when it comes to a fat loss journey and staying on track is sleep and hydration. So let's talk about sleep first. When it comes to sleep, getting an adequate, nice, deep sleep is something that really takes a toll on the body. Our bodies need quality sleep in order to control our hunger hormones, but also to function properly. So if you are staying up late at night and then you're not having quality sleep because you ate a whole lot of sugar before bed, you're playing on your phone or watching some TV late at night, so you're not getting a proper sleep routine in, then you're going to find that the next day you are waking up a little bit later. You're also not feeling very rested from the night before, and chances are you're going to feel more hungry and snackish because of the hunger hormones. So getting good night's sleep will really help to control those hormones And I do recommend finding a good routine. So turn off your phone or your TV and any kind of screens half an hour or an hour before bed. Wind down, whether that's reading a book, doing some foam rolling, doing some stretching, or just talking to your partner before bed. Properly wind down and make sure that you're getting into that deep sleep. Might be that you need to take some magnesium before bed or have a hot shower. Whatever it is that helps you relax, get into that and aim for about 8 hours of sleep. I'm personally hitting 8.5 hours of sleep right now, which is more than I would usually get if we were back home, not in lockdown. My body seems to be loving the extra sleep. Following on from that, hydration. Drinking enough water throughout the day. This is a non-negotiable for me. I make sure that I'm sipping on water throughout the day, and I'm hitting about 3.5 to 4 liters of water every single day. This helps with my hunger, and it also helps me just feel good. I swear, when I drink more water, I am less peckish, I'm less hungry throughout the day, and I also just feel like my skin responds really well. So during this lockdown period, I didn't bring any makeup or anything away with me. I also have minimal clothes and things like that, so every video that I do, you can guarantee that there's no makeup, and my skin is just loving it right now. So make sure that you're getting in good sleep, make sure that you're staying hydrated, and you will find that this helps you control your hunger and your overall moods throughout the day. So the last thing I wanted to talk about today is making a daily schedule and keeping that routine. We are creatures of habit. I know personally that I love to, when I'm back home, wake up at 4:45 on the dot. I head to the gym, I shower, I freshen up, I have my breakfast, my whole day is structured. For a lot of you, you're used to, you know, waking up, getting ready for work, going to work 9 to 5, you're in an office, and then you get home, you go to the gym, whatever it is. You've been structured for so long that it's important to keep some kind of routine in. So I'd like you to really plan your days out Monday to Friday. If you've got work to do, make sure you're structuring your workout. 9 to 5 you're working, you've got a lunch break, you go for a walk around the block, you eat your meals at set times. Really create some kind of routine that you can stick to each day. Otherwise, you're going to find that you're fluffing around throughout the day and you're just wasting this time. It is a-okay to, you know, take a Sunday off and want to chill out. Totally fine. But what I don't think is okay is just wasting this time and moping around the house, watching the news, scrolling on social media. It's so detrimental to our mental health. So I do recommend kind of controlling the amount of time you're spending on social media and listening to the news. It can be so toxic seeing what's happening around the world right now. Try and stay focused on the positive, create a routine, understand what workouts you're going to do each and every day, and start the day with those workouts. By the end of the day, after you've been working all day inside, you might find that all you want to do is just tune off and, you know, watch TV or whatever. But instead, start your day with a workout. It's going to lead you to feeling more positive, get those post-workout endorphins flowing through you, and then after that, you can go ahead throughout your day making healthy choices, do all the work that you have to do, and after work you can just eat your nice meal, whether that's meal prepped or whether you want to cook it fresh, then chill out for the night, whether that's reading a book or watching TV and just winding down with family and friends that are in your bubble. I hope that this video has helped you. If you have any tips, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you have any questions for me, I would love to help you. You can always email me, DM me, or comment on my YouTube videos. I absolutely love creating content that can help you during these times. And as always, if you did enjoy this video, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and smile.